Finally, some Hogwarts Legacy news and possibly coming soon? Question mark? Well, clearly that is what a large number of you believe based on all the responses that I have seen over the past week regarding the latest promo email from WB Games. But sadly, guys, and I hate to be the one to do this, but I don't think this email means what so many are taking it to mean. I do not believe that Hogwarts Legacy news is imminent or that it's about to happen soon. We're going to take a look at this email in its entirety, and I'm going to explain why I think that. Now, before we jump into this, though, I do want to say thank you to all those who tweeted this to me. I really do appreciate when people send me news tips like this, because at first, I actually had not received this email. I saw a couple people talking about it. Some people tweeted it at me, so I really do appreciate that. If you guys ever see anything like that you think would make a good Hogwarts Legacy video, or maybe something you think I haven't seen yet, feel free to tweet it to me at RetroRaconteur. Now, before we go any further, I also want to say that this is my opinion here. I could be totally wrong about this. Now, I do have a little bit of experience here, which we're going to talk about as we get into the video, but this is all just my guess and my interpretation of this email, because clearly what it is a promo email, and I have a background in marketing and communications. And so sadly, I think what is happening here is people are kind of misinterpreting exactly what this email newsletter is saying, and it's partially because of how this email newsletter is organized. So let's just start right here at the top. We've got the little WB Games header with some of their properties at the top. On the far right, we see a hippogriff, which of course is from the Wizarding World, but I don't think it's from Hogwarts Legacy. It actually looks like it might be from that other Portkey Games, Magic Awakened, or possibly Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery, but it doesn't really matter which specific game it's from. Clearly, it's there to represent the Harry Potter franchise and its overall part in WB Games. Now, so let's scroll down and we see this heading here that says sneak peek at what's coming in September. So you can clearly see that this is a heading for everything that's about to come below it. And this is one of the early points of some confusion, because I get it. Some people see that and you think, oh, well, everything in this email, this is what's coming in September. But let's kind of look through it here, and I think you'll see that that's not really the case. So the first one, immediately under that heading, pre-order and get the Fort Hope Elite Weapon Skin Pack for Back 4 Blood. Of course, that makes sense. Then you have right here on the bottom right, this pre-order now button. So we got the heading above it, and then we have the pre-order now button below. Now we have a thin blue line there that then takes us into Game of Thrones Conquest. And at the bottom of that one, it says play now. It's ready to go. So you don't have to pre-order anything. That one you can play now. Then we have another thin blue line, and then I believe this is like Injustice 2 mobile or something. Defeat boss Darkseid before it's too late. Then you have that same divider at the bottom right that we saw back up here at the top with Back 4 Blood, only on this one it says play now. Again, no pre-order needed. Keep going below that, we have Mortal Kombat mobile, double challenge here, and then again, play now. Now we've got the thin blue line again, and then we have a brand new heading. So to me, this is a clear separation point for everything above. So everything above is what they were talking about for September. Now we go below that, coming soon, and we have another subheading which says DC fandom is back. Then we've got the picture there, and then we have the register at the bottom right. So DC fandom, we already know the date. It's going to be October 16th. All of that kind of fits in there with that DC fandom is back, and then the register right there. Now, below that, we have another subheading that says don't miss an update, yet it also falls under the coming soon. And below that, don't miss an update, we have Hogwarts Legacy along with a subscribe button. If you hit that subscribe button, it just takes you to the official Hogwarts Legacy webpage where you can sign up for what I believe is this email newsletter. So for starters here, I don't think you should expect any sort of update in September. To me, that is clearly defined by what is above the coming soon header. I also don't think you should expect any sort of update on Hogwarts Legacy at the DC fandom. That just doesn't make sense. That's not a place where I would expect to see any kind of Hogwarts Legacy news. Again, this is just totally my opinion here. I'm not saying it's impossible. I just wouldn't personally expect it. So then what we're left to wrestle with here in terms of Hogwarts Legacy is this coming soon header, which I think clearly applies to it, and then the don't miss an update. So when they say coming soon, obviously how soon, right? I mean, DC fandom is about a month from now, so I guess they're considering that to be relatively soon. I mean, soon could be in 1 month, soon could be in 2 months, soon could be in 3 months, right? It's very nebulous. And when I first saw this, I have to admit, I thought it was just sort of a generic kind of don't miss an update. Not like they have a specific update in mind, but just more of a marketing thing like don't miss any of our updates that we have. Subscribe to the newsletter here. Now, the other thing it doesn't tell us is what type of update this is. It could literally be a screenshot. It could be a few lines of text. It could be a new trailer. We really have no idea. So I have learned my lesson from the PlayStation Showcase event. I am not getting my hopes up. If we get anything at all on Hogwarts Legacy before the end of the year, I will be pleasantly surprised. I mean, to me, it is pretty clear that this don't miss an update is falling under the coming soon header. But again, it's like how soon is soon, right? And then the button that they have associated with that one isn't a pre-order, isn't a play now. Obviously, it's not a register. It's a subscribe for the newsletter. So ultimately, I think what it comes down to here is, do you believe the way this is phrased that they have a specific Hogwarts Legacy update in mind that they are talking about when they say don't miss an update? Or is it just one of the games that they haven't mentioned yet in this list, and so they're like, hey, we don't really know when something is coming on this, but let's put in a little subscribe button here so whenever there is something, you'll get the update whenever it happens. And I gotta be honest, that second one is what I was leaning toward, but the more I look at this, I mean, it really does seem like the Hogwarts Legacy is falling under the coming soon. This email, of course, has also made it over to the Harry Potter Games subreddit, which is the Hogwarts Legacy subreddit, and several of the comments, actually the top comments, are from folks who work in marketing, not specifically for Hogwarts Legacy or WB or anything like that, but they're folks with marketing backgrounds, and all three of them, there are three at the top there that talk about how they think that it does fall under coming soon, but it absolutely does not fall under what's coming in September. So I'm curious to see what you guys think about this email. Do you think this means an update is imminent? Do we have one coming right around the corner, or is it a little bit more nebulous and kind of like, hey, they're kind of hoping they'll have something to show us before the end of the year? You guys already know this is one I would absolutely love to be wrong on. I hope we get new information as soon as possible. I can't wait to hear more about this game. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.